Good afternoon. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to today's live session. I'm starting close to the camera today just to do the introduction. As you can see, we have no mat. So today is our standing class. From last week, we had our chat, our Q&A session. There was a couple of questions around releasing of the feet as well as strengthening through the feet, which inspired our live class this week, which is all about standing, working through the feet, getting those stronger, as well as, connecting with the ankles, arches, knees, and hips, as well as glute strength, because all of those things work together. But I'll go through that during today's session. If we are live here with each other, can you just pop a message so that I know that we're all together? The timing is working, because sometimes I know with YouTube the timing can be slightly off. So before we hop in, so for anyone that is joining who is brand new to these live classes, we start with our 30-minute workout, and then we do our Q&A session at the end. At any point during the class, you can ask your questions, and then I will answer them during the Q&A session after the workout. Okay, so it looks like we're all together and ready to get started. Thank you so much, Shalene. Fantastic. As you can see, Shalene, she says she's joining us. She's had a foot surgery. So if you've also had any surgery in your feet or any current discomfort in your feet, I'm going to give you some cues to help make sure that you keep a safe space in your movement today. So and just being mindful of that as well. Right, let's hop up to standing. Hi, Lucy, welcome. Oh, it's amazing to have you here. I know that you were excited about the standing work as well. Okay, let's all hop up together. We get started with our 30-minute workout, and then we'll do our Q&A session at the end. With having your tennis ball, myofascial ball close by, and we'll start with our roll down. So we're going to come up to standing nice and tall. Feel the weight in the heels, soften through your knees. Let's begin here with one deep breath in and out. On your next exhale, we'll roll it forward and down to the toes. Begin to lift through the mid-back and rib cage. Inhale at the bottom, and then core to curl you up again. Let's just go two more. Finding that spinal articulation. Maybe finding a stretch through the hips and lower back. And one more. Pressing into the outside edge of your foot, begin to feel the lift through the center of your arch. Staying at the bottom, bend your knees till your fingertips touch the ground, and then twist open to the one side, straightening that leg, and come down to center, over to the other side. And center, deep breath in as you open. And finding a sway at the hips. We'll go one more time to each side, finding length from your head to your tailbone. And last one. We come through center and roll it all the way up. We're going to roll out through the arches. So you're going to find your ball, placing your hand on a wall if you need that extra support. You're just going to start to roll that ball across the foot very gently. So we don't want to put weight into that foot yet. We just want to start to get aware of that gentle rolling sensation, a little bit of control. Then when you feel comfortable that you've got a consistent roll, then I want you to apply a bit of weight. So now you can start to kind of rock some weight into that front foot as you roll. What you're looking for is just a gentle massage, but nothing that feels painful. If it starts to feel painful, take the weight off a little bit. And I just want to invite you to be playful here. Play around with it. There's no right or wrong. It's really about just tuning into the sensations that are coming up in your feet and finding a release. I was dancing this weekend, so this feels really good. Okay, we're going to bring it to the front part of the foot across the toes, and I want you just to roll in the ball of the foot. Here you can apply a little bit more pressure because there's more cushioning. So you can kind of go a little bit more into that, see how that feels for you. If you want to go side to side, you can try that as well. And then we're going to bring it to the back of the foot, here by the heel, between the crease of the heel and the arch. And here we're just going to stay and hold and put the weight down into the heel. Rolling it around, bringing the toes off the ground. Lovely. Let's take it over to the other side. So I'm going to bring it across to the other side, starting with that gentle, very light massage through the center of the foot. You can challenge yourself by taking your hand off the wall and seeing if you can work on that body awareness and balance. Starting to apply a little bit more of a deeper pressure and massage through the center of the foot. This can also be done sitting on a chair if you find that the standing is a bit off balance for you. Let's bring it to the front of the foot across the ball. Here I like to use the wall just so that I can really kind of get my weight into that front foot. Rocking the ball back and forth. Then I want you to check into this back foot as well. Make sure that you're not clenching into the toes. Knee is nice and soft as well. Then we're going to take it to the back of the heel. Let's just sit there for a moment or stand there for a moment. Drop into it. First, feel that the weight is in the center of that heel and the crease of the arch. Nice deep breath in through the nose and out the mouth. Then we can roll it around. A little rock there. The side feels particularly tight. Also noticing which foot was more tender, which one felt a little bit more like you're getting a deep massage. You're going to start to notice how that affects everything when we do our movement up into the ankles, knees, and hips as well. So it's a good starting point. All right, let's give it a few more rolls, and then we're going to take the ball off to the side and start working through strengthening. All right, let's take the ball off to the side. Coming to stand in your neutral foot position, just take a moment there, pressing into the outside edges of your feet. Feel that sensation now through the arches. Do you feel the difference? And let's just take one roll down all the way to the toes, keeping that neutral foot. Hand rolling all the way up. Hands are next to the side of the body. We're going to rise up and lower. We're going to start to lift and lower the heels. Feel the connection lifting from the mid of your arch, pressing across all 10 toes. Woo. We're going to add the pump of the arms. As you rise, you take an exhale breath, pumping the arms, and then inhale, lower. Exhale to rise. Inhale to lower. So we're taking the 100 and combining it with this heel raise. You want to feel that you're pulling your heels towards each other, trying to avoid dropping your heels out. Let's go. 4 more rounds. 3. Can you slow it down as you lower with control? 2. And 1. Lower it down. Press your hips back. Sweep your arms forward, squat. Bring it up all the way to a lift. Lower and squat. Deep breath in as we take it back. Exhale as you lift. See if you can feel that connection through the crease of your glutes. Thinking of lifting your heels up towards that crease. We're pressing down into the 10 toes, lifting up through the crown. 3, 2, 1 more. We're going to take it back into our squat. Whoop, hold it there. Hold it there. We're going to take tiny little dips. Press your hips back. Finding length through your spine. Lift through the core. Knees staying in the center of the foot. 2, 1. We hold it low. You twist towards me. And then reach to center, over to the other side, little twist. You can start to straighten through this leg to the side you're twisting. Nice little hamstring stretch. Push and pull through your arms. So you're pushing back and reaching forward at the same time. Good, let's go one more time on each side. Finding more length through your head and hips. Last one. Come to center, lower down to the toes, release the neck and shoulders. Roll it all the way up. Alrighty, as we're taking it into our wide stance position, toes are slightly turned out, nice and tall here. We're going to drop it down, taking knees in line with the center of your foot and lifting up. So I want you to feel how as you lift, you're drawing up through the lower abs, thinking of squeezing your inner thighs together. Got a nice little hip click. So pull your heels towards each other, finding that connection from the arch to the inner thigh. Can we feel that connection to the pelvic floor and deep core? 2 more. 1. We hold it low, hands behind your head. We're going to take a side over bend. Come back to center. Other side. Imagining you between 2 panes of glass. Lifting your rib cage off your hip bone and straight back up. Pressing into that big toe. Let's go one more time. Back through center. Lift it up, stretch through those arms. We're taking it down again, hold it there. And this time we're going to rise up through one heel, lower and alternate. The breath. You can always bring your hands down to your hips if you need is inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. So slightly slower than our regular prancer. 2 inhales and an exhale. We don't want to pump up that foot. We want to articulate. So we want to feel how we peel up from our heel to our big toe each time. Good. 2 more rounds. Working through everything in these legs. Final round. Good. Lower those heels down, straighten those legs, roll it forward and down, and turn your toes forward. Let's exhale, core to curl you up. We're going to take it into our side work. So from here, you've got those toes pointing forward now. You've got those legs as wide as you comfortably can go. We're going to drop into a side lunge. And then you're going to lift up, press off that foot, side bend. Lower it down, press your hips back. And lift. Just a moment here to regather that breath. Creating that push and pull. So as we reach overhead, you're pushing down with that bottom arm, up with the top arm. Nice like resistance through space. Feel that lovely stretch all the way from your shoulder down to your heel. We're going to go 2. And 1 more, then we're bringing in a bit of balance here. You're going to find that sides position, hold it there. Tilt over now to the side. So you want to look up towards the ceiling, activate through the side body, come back through center and step it in. We go down, side over towards that heel, and then bring it in. Taking this at your own pace. All of our balances will be slightly different. I want you to feel how you press off with that stabilizing leg, that one. So you're getting that lift. Stretch through the chest for 2 more. One more. We're going to hold it in that standing position, lengthening up through the crown. Lift through the arms. Reach forward with the leg. Bend your knee, lift. And lower. Back knee is soft. We're lengthening up through the back of the body. Keeping that rib cage hugging in, so we're trying to make sure that we don't flare. We don't want to go there. We want to keep it tucked in. Connecting to that core and lats. Last 2. And 1. Hold it here. Little twist around center and down. Good little balance here. Twisting towards that front leg. Knee at the back is soft, weight in the heel. 2 more. Good. And 1 more. This is a challenge. Bring it in. We're going to take it back to a lunge. We're going to go hands to hips. Take your leg back behind you and we bend into this front knee. Chest is leaning forward, core is in. We're going to take a little lunge. Then lift to a calf stretch. Keeping your chest forward over your front leg. And your front knee lines up with the center of your foot. Good. Can we feel that length from our head down to our heel? 1 more, we're going to add on arms as we continue this. Reach your arms forward as you lunge. Sweep them back into a calf stretch. Forward lunge. Calf stretch. Remove the arms if it feels a bit too much off balance. 2. And 1. Hold it there. Step that back leg in to tap. Extend. Chest is over this front foot, finding balance here in our center. Stability in this front glute. 2. Lovely work. 1 more. Reach it back, hold it, and let's go forward down to the front toes for a hamstring stretch. Rolling it all the way up. Step it forward, and we're taking it over to the other side. Alrighty, so we're taking it into that side lunge position to start, and then stretching up. I'm just going to move this ball out the way. Good. And finding that push and pull again through the arms. Reaching those hips back to that wall behind you. Let's go 2. Good. 1 more. And we're going to add over that side work for the oblique. We're going to go side over, lean, lift, step in, side position. As we take that side over, it's really about focusing on the length through the head to activate through this oblique. And then most importantly, we want to feel that this knee doesn't shift. We don't want to press it out. We want to keep that knee in line with the center of the foot. Let's go 2 more. Finding balance. It's always good to have fun. 1 more. We bring it in. We're going to hold it. We're going to reach those arms up. Reach the leg forward. Pull the leg up. Find your balance. Extend and stretch. Can you feel that you're working through the strength on your bottom leg? Connecting to your core for stability. And stretching through your front body. Let's go 3. And 2. Good. Pull. Push. 1 more. Hold it. Little twists here. And center. We're going to press into that bottom big toe so that the knee doesn't move out of place. Twisting from the waist up. Last 2. And 1. Bring it through center and down. Hands on your hips, taking your leg back behind you. We're finding that lunge position. Leaning forward. Stretch it back. I'm going to just change that position or that view. We got that chest slightly forward over the front leg. Working into that glute. Let's go 2 more, and then we're adding in the arms. 1. Reaching the arms forward into lunge, sweep the arms back, calf stretch. Lunge. Lifting up through the crown of the head, we want to feel nice and open and tall. Last 2. And 1. Hold the hands to hips. Loosen up on these front toes. Lean forward into the front leg, and we're going to tap it in and out. Hands on your hips. Feel that we're keeping those hips steady. Pressing your hips back. Weight is in this front heel. Last 3. 2. 1 more, and then we have that lovely hamstring stretch. Press the leg back. Fold forward over the front leg. Step it in. Rolling all the way back up. Good. We're going to finish off here with our footwork. So hands are going to be on the hips. Feet are in that neutral position, again, directly in line with the hip bones. We're going to start to lift and lower those heels like we did at the start. See if you notice a difference between the connection that you have now with those arches, ankles, knees, and hips. Relaxing through the shoulders, find length through the head. Last 1. We're going to lower the heels down. We're going to bend those knees. Lift your heels all the way up, and then we'll drop down again. It's a little fun and funky, adding everything together. We go up, straighten, and down. Take this at your own pace. Lifting up through the pelvic floor, lower abs. When we find that connection, it really helps you balance. It also helps you maintain this more open alignment in your chest and posture. One more. Who doesn't want good posture? Makes us feel confident. Let's go all the way up. Lower down, lift those heels this time. Keep those heels elevated as we bend the knees. Lower the heels, then straighten. We go up, heels stay steady as you bend. This is a lot more challenging, so slowing it down helps. Pressing equally across the 10 toes. And here we can think of taking our tailbone straight down to the heels. Maybe you can even think of squeezing onto a ball or a block. Let's go 2. Good. And we have one more. We're going to take it all the way up, hold it here, zip up through the core, find that length. We're going to go 2 steps, inhale, 2 steps, exhale. We go. We're looking to keep a steady hip. Lifting up. Pressing into the top foot. 3, 2, final round of 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift it up and hold. Lower the heels down, rolling it forward and down, chin to chest. Down to the toes, soften the knees. Release. Exhale, we roll it up. Deep breath in, we're starting to bring it into that cool down. Allowing your mind to run from your head to your heels. Noticing anything that has shifted from the start of class. Let's take it down to the toes and hold it there. Into our twist, bring your fingertips to touch. Open to the one side, straighten that leg. And down. Up and over to the other side. Finding length from your head down to your hips. Final round on each side. And back through center. We're going to roll it halfway up. Placing your hands to your knees. Lengthen through your chest. Gaze forward. Exhale, press into your knees to round. Deep breath in to lengthen and open. We're working from the hips to the head each time. And feel how you stretch through your back as you curl and then finding connection as you gaze forward. Let's go final 2. One more. Can you stretch open, find more expansion? Exhale, find that final curl. Hold the curl, reaching down to your toes, but lifting up through the mid-back, the core, the lower abs. Good. Find that deep lift up through center. Exhale, let's roll it up, stretching up through the arms. Deep breath in. And release. Well done. Thank you so much for joining me for today's standing footwork. Little release there at the start, as well as some strength. Hopefully you felt the connection through the arches, the ankles, the knees. I know for me, I absolutely love this sort of work. So I was really happy that we had a chat about this last week and we could really bring it in this week. If this is all for you today, thank you for joining me. We do this live every single Monday. So come and join. And we have our Q&A session now. So for everybody that is staying, please come have a chat, ask your questions. If anything came up for you, you can share it. And for anyone who's leaving, hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you next week. How are we feeling? Let's have a check-in. I could feel today was a little bit more challenging. Hopefully my voice came through properly because I feel like I'm coming down with something here. So I found that I wasn't able to project as much. So hopefully the sound was good. Let's have a check-in with Charlene. Lucy, how did the footwork feel for you? Did you find that connection with the ball, Charlene, especially with the foot surgery? Thanks. That was an amazing class. That was very different, but I really enjoyed it. I love that. I really love that you enjoyed the different style. I know when we do new work, it can sometimes be a little bit challenging for the brain and the body to find that coordination. So I'm really glad that you enjoyed this session and that it felt good for you. Tingo Weka. Hi, John. That was a good class for my sore feet after lots of walking. I'm really happy to hear that that was feeling good for you after a lot of walking. I'm curious to know how far did you walk? Let me know. Did you find that the myofascial ball got into the arches nicely there for you? I'm so pleased. Yes, I'm glad that we're all loving this style. I think we should do this more often. I really enjoy the standing work. It's nice and energizing. Hi, Atikan. Thanks for the love. Thank you, Charlene, for the lovely gift. I saw it now. John, hi, Chelsea. I'm ready too. Amazing. Just working my way up the comments. All right, where are we? Lucy, that was fabulous. I love the standing workout. My heart rate was at a workout rate as I did a walk before the class. Amazing. I think that's such a great way to come into standing work is to actually go for a walk before, get all of those muscles working really nicely, and then gets them warmed up. So that when you come into the class, we're really focusing on finding that strength and stability. So that's lovely. I could feel that the heart rate got up and that feels so good. Just a bit of a glisten, not intense cardio, but like a nice, energizing, feel good cardio. Thank you so much, Lucy, for your lovely gift. Always appreciate it so much. It always means so much to me to know that you guys are here doing the workouts with me and then also supporting the channel because I love bringing these Monday classes to you guys and helping you get stronger in your Pilates. So your support is always appreciated. I'm going to have a quick sip of water for my throat. So I could feel for myself today that there was a lot of leg work that was happening as well, especially in the crease of the glutes. I was doing a lot of dancing this weekend, so coming in and doing a bit of that work with the myofascial ball and then working through the arches, it felt so good for me as well. And I love it when the stars just align and the classes that I've planned for Monday just perfectly align with what I need and what you need. So it's so good. Our older selves will thank you one day. Hopefully your today's self as well. No, I'm sure you do. But definitely our older self. I love doing the footwork, especially also on a stability cushion for all clients of all ages. So taking the work we did today, and if you stand on a cushion, honestly is a game changer. It really helps to create that proprioception and instability and strength through that entire chain. So once you feel comfortable on the solid ground, you want to challenge yourself on a stability cushion, a regular cushion, or a yoga block. 10 out of 10 recommend. Lots of fun. It will challenge your awareness as well as being comfortable with feeling off balance. But it's always fun. Always invite being playful. So give that a try, see how that goes for you. The little person walked 8 kilometers. Oh, there we go, John walked with 8K this morning. Incredible. That is amazing. Well done. 8 kilometers is a distance. I'm loving the chat, so I'm just going to let you guys chat. If anyone else is here and you have any questions, please share it. And I love that we have this connection now where we chat and we share. Am I crazy? A wobble cushion. Is it a wobble cushion? So not quite the one that's too wobbly, not the one with the ball at the bottom, but more the one that's like a yeah, a stability cushion or a regular cushion. It's yes, I have been asked if I'm crazy, but I promise it is a game changer. And once you get used to it and comfortable with playing around on it, it really, really works to find the connections in the arches, the ankles, and you are able to also figure out where along the chain of the leg and the foot is the instability, the part that works the most, and you can feel it the most. That's the area that we want to be strengthening. So some people feel it in their calf, some people feel it in their shin, their ankles, their hips. So it really teases out and tells us where we want to be strengthening. Okay. Alrighties. So I think that is our questions for today. Thank you so much for joining. It was so wonderful to see you all today and have a lovely chat. Well done for walking 8 kilometers and joining the class. I'm grateful for all of your support. Have a wonderful week. I will see you next week. Bye.